Good morning, everybody. Welcome in today to today's Christmas vlog for December. I'm just sitting here enjoying my coffee. I've not been up very long, not even an hour, so forgive me if I'm foggy. But the dogs are outside and I just wanted to get this video out of the way so that I can get on with my day, because I have a lot to do. I have a lot to work on. So I just need to get this out of the way. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Donna and this is Fancy Fiber Forum. And we love fancy fiber here. Particularly fingering weight, sport weight, DK weight is okay. Worsted weight, and anything higher, but fingering weight and sport weight are my two favorite weights of yarn. And I may as well talk about what I'm wearing. I whipped this up really quick yesterday. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, I wanted to find a crochet version of a Sophie scarf, and without having to spend a whole lot of time looking, I came upon this one. I'll put, let's see, is it in Ravelry? I think I found it in Ravelry. And it is called A River Runs Through Crochet Scarf. Or shawl. It's actually called a shawl. But it's not a shawl. It's a scarf. I guess you could make it bigger, but I just wanted something to wrap around the neck and maybe gift to my daughter. I need to block it. It's a little stiff. This was made with a little bit of a heavier fingering weight yarn, so it's a little stiff. I used a 4mm hook, but it's super easy. And I don't know if it would have the same look if I changed from third loop only stitch to a back loop only stitch, because this whole pattern was third loop stitch, which is sometimes hard to, unless if you're a beginner, third loop's kind of hard to distinguish. And there were a few times I wondered whether I was getting it right, but I'm pretty sure I did, because it all looks uniform. But you know, it's increases on one side up to a certain point, and then you start decreasing on the same side till you're done. And then on the increased side you chain 4, and that creates this space where you then put, when you're done, you put 9 single crochets around that chain 4 space. It's chain 3 on the other side. So this would have been fine if I would have just left it as a chain 4, particularly because in the pattern it says to go into the top of the chain 4. I didn't. I just went into the chain 4 space. And you're supposed to put, that's where your increase goes, so you put 2 half doubles into the chain 4 space, and that gave it a really nice look. It would have been fine if I'd have just left it, but I thought I'll just finish it off and put this cute edging. And I used a different color yarn for the edging. So there's the ribbing, there's the point, and it's a really soft point, so it's not real pointed, but I think turned out nice. And this side, this is the first side I started. And I have a bunch of these minis, blue speckled minis. So I started out with one and I worked it till it was gone. And then I picked a little bit darker one to do the other half. I think it turned out cute. What do you think? Luckily I had enough. I meant to weigh it before I even started, but luckily I had enough to finish. And then I put the border on it. I think it's nice, but it is a little stiff. I mean, you could wear it as a cowl, but hopefully washing it and blacking it will soften it up a little bit, and to where you can just wrap it around. Of course, you can still do that. Wrap it around your neck. I just want these to be a little drapier. Perhaps I should have used a bigger hook. I don't know. But, maybe my daughter would wear it. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, today's video, as with all the other videos of this month, is about Aberdeen's Wool, Tangled Poets, Advent calendar yarns. And today is day 20. So I added my rose for yesterday onto my Mrs. Fezziwig, and it's looking really pretty. I'm really anxious to see how the rest of it goes. It's going to be so pretty. It really is going to be pretty. I don't know when I would have the opportunity to wear it. And as I mentioned in a video last week, there's no way I could get back what I have in the yarn if I decided to take it to market and try to sell it. So it'll be mine. And, maybe one day my daughter will like it in her older years, and she'll wear it, and then she can pass it down to her daughter. Unless Jesus comes back before that happens. Oh boy, we can only hope and pray, right? Before I get to the yarn, however, I wanted to also mention that I made brownies last night. I had a sweet tooth attack, as I often do. And I was hoping that I would have this box brownie mix that I get from Aldi. It's their store brand, Specialty Select or something like that, in the black box, and it's double chocolate brownies. Those are so best brownie mix I've ever had. Those are by far, they're right up there with Ghirardelli. They're right up there with that. They're very, very good. So I had a little bit of vanilla ice cream to make brownies a la mode. And then I got this bright idea to try to make a red wine reduction sauce to pour over it. First I thought I'll just pour it over the ice cream, just the wine. And I thought, no, I'm gonna try to make a reduction. So I have a picture of it right here. I'll show you a picture of the finished product, but it turned out really good. Surprisingly, that wine reduction tasted a little fruity. I was surprised. I looked up a recipe, and it called for half a bottle of wine, which I didn't use. I just used, I don't know if I even used a cup of wine. And then I put in some sugar. I didn't measure it, but with a half a cup of wine, you're supposed to use a half a cup of sugar, or half a cup of wine, half a bottle of wine, half a cup of sugar. So I think I used the appropriate amount of sugar. And then cinnamon and vanilla. So I threw those in there. I wasn't going to. I was just going to do sugar. But cinnamon and vanilla. And it takes about 30 minutes on simmer to reduce it down to a syrup. And it reduced down. And I poured it over my ice cream. It was good. Oh my goodness. I highly recommend it. The wine I use is called, oh gosh, what's the wine? Oh, I can't remember. Jam jar wine. And I think it's a Shiraz. I think. But it's very good. It's a semi-sweet red. It was very good. So, had that last night. I didn't wake up with a migraine. So I guess I ate it early enough in the evening. Because sometimes if I eat too much chocolate, I'll wake up with a migraine. So luckily that didn't happen, but the ice cream kind of upset my stomach, which I sometimes have an issue with, depending on the ice cream. But it's okay. Not a big deal. Oh boy, sounds like they're chewing on something they probably shouldn't be chewing on. Let's see, today, probably later on this afternoon, I'm going to go over to Knitcraft. I have to pick up some yarn for my friend Linda. Linda, if you're watching, I'm going to go over there today and get that yellow yarn. 1 minute. Oh, okay. They took off. I'm going to go get that yellow yarn for your ducks. And then while I'm there, I'm going to look for, okay, where's my swatch? I'm going to look for some more yarn to match this for that woman. Even though she said that she wants to see the two that I made. So I'm going to be going over to my sister's market Saturday to meet with her and show her those berets. And then if I find some yarn to match this, I'll show it to her and see what she thinks. So I'm going into the lion's den today to look at yarn. If you know me, you know what that means. I probably shouldn't call it the lion's den, because that implies something different, doesn't it? But it is a den of temptation. There is a lot of temptation there. And I mentioned to Ellen in her live last night that I'm probably going to pick up a couple of more of the Anzula Sport yarn. Because at the price that she has it, I can't turn that down. I want to make another Chauncey shawl with that sport yarn, and I need 5 colors. Right now I only have 2 colors. And I don't remember if she had a blue. I want to say she had a blue, but I don't normally buy blues. So if she has blue and then like a cream, and then I know she has another red, so I may get those. I wish she had a green. I really wish there was a green there, but I know there's not. I know there's no green. So if she has blue, she has that, and then she has some gray. She has some neutrals, and then she has that red. Unless they're all gone. Unless somebody showed up and she sold them all. I don't know. But I may be coming home with some of that. And if so, I will be sure and share it tomorrow. Hopefully my videos don't stop, because tomorrow, yeah, today's Friday the 20th. So my son is officially off work until January 2nd. So that'll be a little challenging to do videos, unless I do them in the mornings while he's sleeping. I may do that. Have the dogs outside like I'm doing now. And just do them in the mornings. I know I know the bags under my eyes and all that. I know. But I'm upright, so that's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to today's day 20 yarn. It's funny, I was watching Shannon at another yarn. I always watch hers after I do mine. And hers, and she's mentioned this on her videos, how people's look very different. Of course, because it's hand dyed. Hers was so pretty. Hers was pink, but it had a whole lot more peach in her hank than in mine. Mine has very little peach. It's mostly pink. Let me go grab it. 1 minute. All right, so here's 18, which is very peachy. And then here's 19. I'm going to undo it and just in case it's hidden. It's not hidden. It's mostly pink. Yeah, it's primarily pink. Shannon's was, you could definitely see the peach. There's very little peach or light pink in this at all. Very little. Yeah, Shannon's was really pretty. Very, very pretty. And she's gotten, a couple of hers have looked very different than mine. One was really speckly. Very, very speckly. So I wish this one would have had a little bit more of this in it. But it's okay. It's okay. You get what you get, right? All right, so let's move on to number 20, shall we? Okay, so drum roll, 3, 2, 1. Oh, now see, this one looks a little bit more like Shannon's, so maybe Shannon's got mixed up. Maybe my 20 was her 19, because this looks more like what she got yesterday. That is definitely a two-tone. That's really pretty. I know my lighting isn't that great, but that is definitely peach and light peach. I like that a lot. That looks a lot more like what Shannon got yesterday. I'm going to have to rewatch her video and see if that's the case. Because, I don't know, maybe her 19 is my 20. That's really nice. Yeah, I really like that. I do like that. So we're getting away from the pink. We're moving towards orange. And I'm pretty sure there's an orange coming up here soon. So here's the last 3. Oh, that is so pretty. 18, 19, and 20. I really like that. That's really going to add some pretty to that wrap. I am super excited. Okay, I got to get some more coffee. I worked some more on that bias beanie last night, and that is going to be my focus today, because if I work really hard on it today, I might be able to get it finished in time to take to my sister tomorrow. I don't know. When I made Joyce's, I think it took me 3 days. I think it took me 3 days to make it. But I think I'm using a smaller hook this time. And like I said the other day, I'm not 100% sure I have enough yarn. I hope I do. If not, I may have, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do if I don't have enough yarn, because I don't have another blue that's like that. And I still haven't found that cake of yarn. I can't even imagine where it is. I'm so disappointed that I can't find it. Oh well, it is what it is. Right? All right, I'm gonna scoot out of here. This is gonna be a really short video. So I will be back tomorrow with day 21 and an update on what I came up with at Knitcraft today. And then tomorrow, my plan is I still go to my sister's market to deliver those 2 hats. And then if I have my other sister's hat finished, I'll deliver that to her. And then I found on Marketplace someone selling 3 hanks of alpaca, 100% alpaca. I think it's 100%. Might be alpaca and silk. And I talked her down to $6 a hank. So I'll be going to pick those up tomorrow also. I'm a sucker for animal fibers. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. But I am a sucker for alpaca and wool and silk. Yeah. Especially if I can get them for under $10. It's worsted, but that's okay. It'll make a nice hat. Although alpaca tends to, it doesn't retain its memory. So for those of you who are considering or have worked with alpaca, it's best to hold it double with something that will keep it, help it keep its shape. So if I were to make a hat with 100% alpaca, after time that hat is gonna not fit. It's gonna be all stretched out. So it's best to hold it double or use it to make something that it wouldn't matter if it grew. I think back to a story that I heard. I don't remember who told the story, but they got ambitious and made a blanket out of alpaca. I can't remember who that was. And over time that blanket just became, of course, what's wrong with a blanket that's too big? But it ended up growing and growing and growing on the bed because the weight pulled it out. So I don't remember who that was. I heard that story quite a while back, and I've remembered it. So that's why you'll often see alpaca combined with another fiber. But if you do see 100% alpaca, which I have, just be aware that it will it will not retain its memory. It doesn't have good memory. With that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I will be back tomorrow with day 21, and possibly show my shawl progress. I don't know. I think I'm going to wait maybe till this weekend or the first part of next week, right before Christmas. So you guys take care. Enjoy your day. If you have time off before Christmas, enjoy your time off. If you're a crafter, get lots of crafting done. Now is a good time to, just sit and chill with your crafts. That's what I'm going to do. Of course, I do that every day. But I will see you back here tomorrow and catch you up on everything that happened today. So until then, you guys take care. God bless each of you. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. May God bless you. I already said that, but may God bless you. Remember, God loves you. Jesus loves you. I love you. And I will see you back here tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye.